Hey guys, Quigon Quasar. I am back again with another Battlefront 2 video. In this video I'm actually going to be giving you a bit of a guide. It's a bit of a detailed guide. It's not like one of those just generic, boring, beginner's guides or starter's guides. It's kind of detailed, and it is how to kill Rey in Heroes vs. Villains, how to best take her out in Heroes vs. Villains. She's a really difficult character to fight a lot of the time, probably like the second hardest after Darth Vader in my opinion. So I figured I've picked up quite a few tips and tricks to take it down, and I'm going to share those with you in this video. Now, first and foremost, keep your distance and let Rey, or the player using Rey, waste their powers. Now, you can do this by provoking them into chasing you, then retreat, then back off. They will waste Rey's powers as soon as they see you, leaving them at a big disadvantage. When you close in and attack them, you'll have all of your powers ready and be fighting them on your own terms. Now, in the background, sometimes I fight Rey, sometimes I don't. I can't really just get a 1v1. They haven't added 1v1s to the game yet. But you'll see some of the tactics that I'm talking about in this video, in the gameplay of this video. But yeah, basically try and sort of provoke and tease Rey, or the player playing as Rey, to attack you, and then therefore, use all of their powers instantly, because you'll find when you attack Rey or you engage in a fight with Rey, the player playing as that character, they'll spam all of those powers straight away, and especially the mind trick. The mind trick is a big popular favorite for just wasting it, using it as soon as you get into a battle, or as soon as you start fighting someone. I do it too, everyone does it, because it's such an effective ability. Now the problem with that is it's got quite a restricted cone of effect, or area of effect. Now if you tease someone playing as Rey, provoke them and get them to chase after you and try and fight you, they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna use that mind trick ability instantly. They're gonna use it straight away. And the thing about that is, if you just back off a little bit, or just dodge to the side, use Darth Maul's dodge, for example, force sort of slide, or whatever you'd call it. If you just dodge to the side a little bit, not even that much, just a little bit, you will, get out of the way of the mind trick area of effect. And at that point, they really can do nothing. Rey's bread and butter is saber charge and mind trick ability. So this really works, just provoking them into charging at you, wasting their powers, and then just attacking them. And the thing is, you'll be, if you're playing, cleverly, if you're playing smartly, you'll have all your powers ready and waiting for you to go and, go and use on Rey. Now, that's another thing, it's not really going to be in this video. It's not a tip that I've got written down in the script, but never get into a fight with another hero or another character. Fair enough, troopers, but never get into a fight with other characters, heroes or villains, if you don't have all of your powers available. That's just a little side tip, and especially, it's especially apparent when fighting Rey, because she's, like I said, one of the tougher characters to fight against. Now the second tip is to dodge her attacks. Rey has the lowest stamina of any saber-wielding character in Battlefront 2. For anyone that's wondering, Maul actually has the highest stamina of any saber-wielding character in Battlefront 2. But yeah, Rey has the... Maul's the best at fighting Rey, by the way. Maul has the highest stamina, Rey has the lowest stamina of any character that has a lightsaber. It's really bad. You've probably noticed this when you're playing as Rey. You will often run out of stamina. She'll often run out of stamina mid-fight, and therefore can no longer block attacks. It says that the game, the tip screen, they actually say that you can't deal a killing blow if you're out of stamina as well. You can't kill someone with a lightsaber. I don't know what that means, because I've never had any trouble with killing people, when I'm out of stamina. But you can't block it, so you can't block blaster shots, you can't block lightsaber attacks, which obviously leaves her very vulnerable, especially to a fast, agile, just incredibly intense and awesome character like Darth Maul. Like I said, Darth Maul's probably the best to go against Rey, honestly. But it really leaves them vulnerable. It really leaves whoever's playing as Rey, it leaves them vulnerable, because they won't be able to block. And Rey doesn't really have speed or agility on the side. She hasn't got a super high force jump. She's not really fast. She's not as fast as Maul or as fast as Luke. So blocking, she's a very defensive character, so blocking is very, very, useful for her. When she can no longer do it, it'll make it a lot easier to take her out. So basically what you gotta do is just tempt the player into attacking you. Again, provoke them, try and sort of pull them into a fight, then just keep dodging them. You can block them, you can block their attacks if you want, but the thing is that's gonna tear down your stamina as well, because, the more shots you block, the less stamina you have. Just dodge them, especially with Darth Maul. Darth Maul's got a really good dodge, so just dodge as many shots or lightsaber attacks as you can. And you'll be able to tell when they're out of stamina, because they'll sort of pull back and they'll go, oh crap, I probably shouldn't have done this. And then once they're out of stamina, just let loose, attack, just destroy them. And again, like I said, they'll be easy picking. They'll be easy pickings. They'll be easy to take out because they won't be able to block. And as Rey, like I said, that is an incredibly important thing to do. And again, they won't be as good at taking you out either. I think like your attacks do less damage or something when you're out of stamina. It seems that way, but you definitely can't block when you're out of stamina. Like I said, Rey's got very little stamina, so it's very easy to get her to, run out of stamina. So yeah, bear that in mind. Tip 3 is let your allies attack her first. If you're playing as Maul, like I always like to, if you see my videos on my Battlefront 2 live streams, my daily live streams, you'll see I love to play as Maul. But the thing is, he's not a tank. Why would I attack Rey first when, if Darth Maul's behind me or Kylo Ren's behind me, they're much more defensive and tanky-based characters. Let them attack Rey first, and the reason for that is, again, going back to her mind trick ability or any of her abilities, she's going to waste them as soon as the player sees those heroes. And the thing is, Darth Vader and Kylo Ren, they can really stand up to, damage a lot more than Maul can. Obviously, they can block as well. So when they get hit by mind trick, they're not as vulnerable as Darth Maul would be. So yeah, let your allies take, let your allies be kind of like the sacrifice. Let them attack first, especially with Rey. With anyone really, you should do that, especially if you're playing with Maul as well. Let them attack first. Rey, the person playing as Rey, will probably just spam through all of their abilities and use them on your allies, whether it's troopers or heroes, or villains, your other, your villain allies. Let them attack first, and then once Rey's used all of her abilities, but especially her mind trick ability, because it's such an effective ability, once she's used that, that's when you can attack and just destroy her. Again, if you're playing as Maul, you won't have very much difficulty, especially if you combine all these tricks. Another thing, combine all these tips and tricks because they're a lot more effective when they're used together and sort of in tandem with each other. But combine all those tricks, especially with the last one about letting her stamina run out. If she's fighting your allies and she's using her abilities and all of her stamina, that's gonna be a really easy target for you to take down when you choose to attack. And also, if you let Rey use her mind trick ability on your allies and stuff and on your teammates, it leaves you free to continue defending yourself or dodge or whatever, which obviously you can't. It's really hard to move around or escape or dodge attacks or even fight back when you've been hit by mind trick, especially with Maul, because he can't block any kind of damage. He's just gonna dodge, and obviously that dodge very easy to fall off the edge of the map if you've been hit by mind trick. Now the next trick or the next tip is force jump to avoid her mind trick. Now this isn't applicable to, actually I think apart from Iden, I think she's the only villain that doesn't have a high jump. I mean, Bosk's got kind of like a space lizardy force jump, or just use a high jump to avoid her mind trick. The thing about mind trick is it's very powerful, but it's got, like I said earlier, a very restricted area of effect, a very restricted cone of effect. You can just be slightly above Rey when the player uses mind trick, and the mind trick won't affect you if you're not directly in front of them. And directly on their level. If you're slightly above them, even just by a few feet, it won't affect you. So jumping is a very, very effective way of avoiding it, and obviously every character has it. It's not like something that needs to refresh or recharge. You can just jump. Apart from Iden, obviously, who's got just a normal trooper jump, but everyone else, even Boba's got his jump back, obviously. It's very effective. Very effective that's the best way of avoiding Rey's mind trick. Not dodge, not block, not saber dashing away if you're playing Maul. It's just a jump. Anything, just jump, and it will work. Now, avoid Rey at all costs when she is using saber charge. There's no defense to saber charge. It is an incredibly powerful ability. Saber charge is. I don't know. I think Darth Vader's force choke might actually interrupt saber charge. I'm not sure because I don't really play as Vader that much. But there's very few defenses against saber charge, so you really want to avoid it. And it's also going to knock you back. You've all been hit by it, by now. You've all had the game for a while. It knocks you back, leaves you vulnerable for about 4 to 6 seconds. So what you should do whenever you see someone using saber dash, you know what saber dash is, Rey's ability on LB or L1 if you're on PS4. Just try your best to avoid her or flee from Rey. When they saber charge, you jumping again works great, as you can jump over them and then attack them, swing around and attack them from behind. When Rey is using her saber charge ability, you can't turn very quickly. Your turning's really slowed down. It's really hard to pivot or turn around. Rey cannot just like swing around and turn around when she's using Saber Charge, so it makes it it's a really good efficient strategy to just jump over the player when they're using Saber Charge and then attack them from, you know, behind. They will be able to do nothing. They will not be able to do anything. So it really turns Saber Charge such a powerful ability. It really turns on its ass and makes it a very vulnerable ability and a big weakness for Rey. Now, the final tip is again with the Saber Charge. Stand near a drop-off part of the map, like an edge of the map that you can drop off, or any character or trooper can drop off, and then try and sort of provoke them. Again, going back to, I'm really like a trolly, annoying douche on this game. Try and provoke them into attacking you. They will use Saber Charge as soon as they get the chance. It's the thing with Rey. It's addictive to just use the powers as soon as you get them. Everyone does it. And they will use Saber Charge, and they just move slightly to the left, slightly to the right, or like I said before, jump over them, and they will Saber Charge right off of the edge of the map. I haven't actually seen this happen much myself, but I have done it a lot. I have really done it a lot, especially on Kashyyyk. If you play the Kashyyyk Heroes vs Villains map, this is a very, very efficient way of doing it. Just dodge right at the last second, so it doesn't give them any chance to sort of, you know, to stop the Saber Charge, or to interrupt the Saber Charge, or to, you know, turn to the left or the right, and they will fly off the edge of the map. It's quite funny. I've got a kill with it a couple of times by doing that, but once you master it, it's a very effective trick, and you don't even have to do anything. You just simply walk to the left or to the right, or just jump over them. It's very effective, and it's hilarious. It will make them rage quit. It really will. Anyway, that is all of my tips. I didn't want it to be a super long video, but I wanted it to be kind of detailed as well. This isn't like sort of beginner tips. This is more sort of specialized, I guess, detailed tips, because Rey is a super annoying enemy character, an enemy hero. Really, really goddamn annoying. Chewbacca and Rey are the most annoying characters and Palpatine in the game to fight. So I figure I'll make videos like this for them as well. But I figured I'd make one for Rey first. Anyway, if you found this video enjoyable or helpful at all, definitely leave a like. If you want to see any more videos like this, and obviously, like I said before, daily Battlefront 2 live streams, definitely stick around and subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.